tweet. Oh, hello, good people of the world. It's I here, the world famous fucking marijuana man. Just a sec, let's share this too. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's Marijuanaman. It's not marijuana fucking man. That's not how you use that pronoun. You put the word fuck in the middle of marijuana. Marijuanaman. You see? That's how it's done. That's the proper way to use the slang. You got to use it properly, or it doesn't make any sense. And so, anyways, we got some sludge here. And we're gonna fuck up some shit. We got some different stuff. I got some Slurricane from my friends at Canada's Finest. These are very good people. They're very good to me. And look at the nice stuff they send me. Just a sec. I'll let you see it a little better by changing the lighting. Really didn't help. That helped a bit. And so there you go. Fucking Teddy texters. They like to text me when my phone's in use. I only know 3 people that have my phone number, basically, that send me text messages. I'm not a big communicator, folks. And then we got some sour diesel from my friends at Buzzed Extracts. Oh, yeah. I actually paid. Oh, this is Fido, not Buzzed. Yeah. I buy these for like $15 a gram. Which is cheaper than the company's willing to sell it to me, even though they give me free ones every now and then for my show. And then they go, here, Marijuana Man, we offer you a deal for being Marijuana Man. And they'll sell them to me for $17 each, which is cheaper than any store in the country, right? Still by quite a bit. But it's not cheaper than my black market dealer who has the exact same product from their company. And he sells it to me for $15.50 a gram. And so we'll still be going to him, it looks like. And then we got the Buzz Extracts. Same deal with them. Oh, yeah. This stuff I paid for, but sometimes they send me stuff too. They sent me some really good stuff recently. Some really good Bubba Kush. The Caviar Bubba Kush Diamonds. Highly recommend it. Fucking fucked my shit up really good. It's a little better than what I'm smoking there. And, but we're going to do the Fire OG first. Why not, right? Make sure our shit's good and fucked out. We got our corporate sludge. Oh, just a sec, folks. I got to go potty. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. And so, yeah, the Bubba Kush caviar, it's worth purchasing. I don't know what they charge for it on their website. I'm thinking $35 a gram because that's what they charge normally for diamonds that from that company. I think, folks, though, if you buy 14 grams or more, they give you a deal. I think you can get it down to like maybe $26 or $27 a gram. Now, my friend, the black market dealer, he buys thousands of grams from this company, so he's able to sell it to me for the diamonds. He charges me $24.50 for them, which is probably the cheapest price you can get. Like I say, he buys thousands of grams and he basically sells it to me at cost because I'm a friend, right? So he makes like nothing, or he makes like 25 cents or something like that. I don't think he'd allowed to make nothing. It's against his business judgment, but he allows himself to make next to nothing, like 25 cents on the gram or 50 cents or something, or $1, something like that, not very much. So we're gonna get a big dab of the Fire OG here. And folks, if you live in the United States and want to purchase some Canadian bud because it's like 100 times cheaper, not only do you get a 20% discount because you live in America, you know what you do, folks, right? The same thing Canadians do when they order stuff from Amazon in America. You get a P.O. box in the bordering community of your town. So you live in Detroit, you get a P.O. box in Windsor. You live in Idaho, you get a P.O. box in like somewhere in southern British Columbia. I mean, in eastern British Columbia. And it's really that simple. And then when your package comes to your P.O. box, you just take a drive over the border. That takes no time at all. And pick up your package and then drive on back with it, Or if you don't want to drive on back with it because it's got drugs in it, and you're concerned about the people at the border, which they're a little more anal than they once were, that's for sure. Then you could take that package, stick it in another envelope, and mail it back to yourself in the United States. I would say 95% of the time, it'll make it to your address with no suspicion suspected. And so it's the best way to go, actually, because loading it in your car, well, there's a chance there that the dogs might pick it up or something. I mean, it's all sealed and it's in an envelope and fucking probably just a tiny amount. And so it's doubtful the dogs will pick it up. But if you're worried about that kind of stuff, mailing it to yourself is the way to go, right? And it's definitely safer all around, definitely mailing it to yourself is the general way to go. Now suspicion can be removed altogether, and let's say it does get caught, you got a fake name on there and you just go, there's nobody by that name at my address and don't know anything about it. I doubt they would question you anyways. I've never heard of that happening. And so they more want to question who sent it, not the person who received it. Oh yeah, and so when sending it, folks, don't send it in a mailbox that has like a camera on it because they know what mailbox you dropped that letter in. That's official. It's put on the envelope when they stamp it with their little stamp. And so you want to like just drop it in a mailbox on the side of the road somewhere, Oh, you do. So here we go. Fire in the hall. And if you're worried about your P.O. box in Canada, that probably has a camera on it too. And that I wouldn't doubt. There's a way around that one too, folks. Yeah. Put your P.O. box at Money Mart. You know, Money Mart, they have little P.O. boxes. Mm-hmm. They have cameras there too, but guess what? They ain't gonna share them with the fucking police without a fucking warrant. And so, this I know from experience. And so, Money Mart is the place to go to open up your P.O. box to have, you know, questionable goods sent to it. Oh, it is. Yeah. Because Money Mart mostly services criminals. I know, like drug dealers, they launder money through the Money Mart. That's another little gag. But anyways, the they deal with a lot of criminals and drug dealers, and they've learned that if they want to keep their main frame of their business going, they need to keep their lips tight, you know? Saw fucking nothing. Got nothing. Oh, and guess what? Even if you get a warrant, the cameras deleted everything after 12 hours. Oh, they did. If not even quicker. Money Mart doesn't save any data. Do you know saving data costs a fucking fortune? Oh, it does. You can talk to the marijuana farmers about saving data. They'll tell you how they had to spend $4 million on a fucking data server to keep their fucking data backed up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so, Money Mart don't want to do that shit. They don't save data. So even if you get a fucking warrant, it's worthless anyways. You know? And so, yeah. Well, that's where you open up your P.O. box. Like, I have a guy, folks, he runs a major online marijuana company. He gets $100,000 in orders every year, every month or so, from all around the world. He sends his shit anywhere. He don't give a fuck where you live. Somalia, Detroit, Egypt, Israel. He don't give a fuck. He's running off some Russian server, you know, so they ain't going to be opening their mouth. And do you know what? When people send him, which they do, thousands of fucking checks and money transfers and all those fun things. He gets about 400 money transfers a day from Western Union. You know where he goes to pick those up every day? Oh yeah, you guessed it, fucking Money Mart. Yeah, Money Mart's where it's at, folks. They'll keep your privacy. Remember when Mark Emery was busy selling $5 million a year in seeds to everybody? Do you know where he cashed all that money through? Oh, I remember going there many times with him. Once again, good old Money Mart. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a friend, you know. He's a heroin dealer, and you may not know this about the heroin trade, but Canadian dollars aren't worth shit to these people, right? So they've sold this heroin in Canada, and now you got, like, let's say $500,000 in Canadian dollars. But do you know what? The people you buy the heroin from, they look at this fucking Canadian money and they go, I don't accept it as anything. Fucking come back when you got real money. So this money all has to be exchanged. And you know where they take it to get it exchanged? Where people will fucking not talk about it later on? Oh, yeah, because the bank will open their mouth after 10 grand. And so the place you take it is good old Money Mart. And before you know it, all your money's exchanged. No trail of anything ever happening. It's all good. Yeah. Those drug dealers, they only take American funds, for those who didn't know. It doesn't matter what country you're in. Like, we're in Canada, you think take Canadian money. No, they don't want that shit. Want American money? Doesn't matter if you're in Mexico, fucking Korea, fucking Japan. Who the fuck cares where you are? They only accept American dollars. Now, anyways, fire in the hall. Oh, 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 yeah. Fucking my fucking shit. But I did have a friend, folks, once he got busted at Money Mart. So it can happen. It wasn't because of them, though. The police had already suspected he was working at a Money Mart, and he had a post office box there. So they knew that that's where his post office box was. And so what the police did was just park out front of the place every day. And then one day, he walked in to collect his mail. And as he collected his mail, they waited for him to leave the building, and then they were like, on the ground, now! You know how it is. You don't got to feel too bad for him, folks. He was a wealthy man, and he lawyered up, and they did hurt him a little bit that day because, well, he's not friendly towards police, folks. He's not like you and me who just, oh my God, and put your hands up and lie on the ground because there's 20 guns pointed at you. No. That's not the way he rolls. He doesn't put his hands up for fucking no one. He goes, fuck you, pig, and keeps walking. And they're forced to fucking assault him. You know? Yeah, that's how he operates. But in the end, he got off, so it's all good. He was only selling weed anyways, folks. Like, who the fuck cares? It's legal here in Canada. The problem is he was exporting it to about 150 different countries. I guess that's where they got upset, you know. And so when you go visit your Money Mart, you always want to check about the cars parked around on the street. You know? How long have those people been sitting in that car across the road? That's the kind of things that should be crossing your mind when you're walking up to it, you know? So that kind of shit don't happen to you. You go, well, fuck, I'm not going in there today. Oh, we've been sitting across the street for like an hour. Probably pigs. Mm-hmm. Who else sits in their car on the side of the fucking road? For longer than 5 minutes, you know? Oh yeah, the good old money transfers. Well, that's what the drug dealers use Money Mart for too, right? The money transfers. Because Money Mart will say it never happened. We never saw the guy. Have no camera footage. Yeah, it's great. They're wonderful. Oh, folks, and you always like to use language like I don't recall. That's a good line. Or yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, then you're not really lying, but you're still not telling the truth. Yeah, because lying, folks, that just makes it harder for your lawyer to get you off. But the best thing to say is nothing at all. You know, folks, a wise man once said, nothing fucking at all. Oh, it's true. That's what he said. And he walked every time. You can count on it. Oh, you don't want to say it wasn't you if it was you, you see, because later on evidence may come around and prove it too, and then they'll say you were lying to them now too. Oh, just get you more time in jail, right? You want to use vague language. Language that really means nothing at all. It was as good as saying nothing at all, right? If you're going to choose this, speak at all, right? And you know, after 3 days in the cell, and then they call you out and give you a nice drink and a little sandwich and talk all nice to you. You might want to say something, you know, just to enjoy the moment a little longer before they toss you back in the cell. But you don't want to, you know, say the kind of things that have anything to do with, you know, what they want to know about. But at the beginning, you know, keeping your mouth shut's always the best route to go. And fuck, if you're already lawyered up, your lawyer will have you out of there in 24 hours, right? Like mine used to do. But if you're not, you could be spending 3 days there. In Canada, they can hold you up to 3 days for no fucking reason and basically tell nobody at all that you're even there. And except for your lawyer, they're allowed to. If you have a lawyer, they're obligated to contact him. And if you don't have one, well, you're probably going to be there for the whole 3 days if they don't really like you very much, right? Yeah, that's what they do here. Unless you're of a skin color they don't like. You know how it is, folks. Then they might take you out for a drive and toss you in a ditch somewhere at minus 40 degrees with no clothes on. Oh, yeah. They do that kind of shit. It's quite common. Happened to like 300 people in Manitoba. And here in BC, we got the Highway of Tears, the same group of people. And thousands have gone missing on that highway. Bodies have never been found. Nobody even has a hint. Well, I do, but you know, most people don't have a clue what's going on there. I'm pretty confident it's the RCMP, right? Oh, you know it. The kind of stuff they do. Notorious. La, 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 da, 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 da. Oh yeah, the crazy Bigfoot. You never know. Could be. There's a lot of forest up there. La, da, 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 da. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, yeah, well, talking about things at the bottom of the sea, you may have something there because guess what? Something like 12 feet, mostly right feet, have been washed up on Canadian beaches here in British Columbia. Oh, and even some on the American side. And yeah, the police don't have a whole lot to say about these feet. No, they don't. I think they've identified like one or two of the feet, but you know, I guess the shark spit out the foot. You know, he doesn't like the shoes attached to it. It's looking probably nasty. All that petrol, you know. And so that's how it is. You end up some feet washed up on the beach, you know, when you fuck with the RCMP. It's basically how it is. Oh, yeah. No, Jimmy Hoffa's in a building in Chicago. I've been in the building. And I met a friend of Jimmy Hoffa's one time back when I was working with my dad at the hotel. You know, we meet a lot of influential people back then. And well, he told me that he knows firsthand that that's where Jimmy Hoffa is. Oh, yeah. That's where he is. Fucking, he's cement now. He slipped and fell. You know what I'm saying? Oops. Yeah. Yeah. So there you are. Oh, are those Olympics still going on? Holy man, they go on for a long time, man. I thought they'd be over by now. I don't get cable TV, so I can't watch. Not that I would either way, right? So, la da da da, bum 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 bum, cha 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 cha. Oh la 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 la. Oh, I have Netflix and I have Amazon Prime. I don't think there's anything about the Olympics on those, but I don't really go through it much, so I wouldn't know, I guess. But I was looking for stuff for my kids to watch just yesterday on Netflix. There was nothing about the Olympics there. Oh, who has a mental problem? I haven't heard about this. I heard some Canadians won some gold, you know. Here in Canada, they're only going to tell us on the regular news, you know, the ones who won gold or silver, you know, or whatever. Not going to go on about the whole fucking hoopla. And they've never mentioned anybody has mental problems yet, but I figure they all do, right? Fuck. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, mental problems. La da 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 dee 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 dee. La da da da. So I'm probably going to be getting my first COVID shot. You know, everybody in Canada already had their first and second, something like 65%. So I'm kind of way behind. I was allowed to get it back like in a long time ago, last year, I think almost. And so, but I don't like needles very much. And I don't do lineups either. And I don't do appointments. And they wanted you to like make an appointment and all this shit. That fucking ain't happening. And I certainly ain't standing in some line at a walk-in clinic. I don't do that. I don't do lineups anywhere. If the grocery store has huge lineups, I go shop somewhere else. I'd rather pay more and not spend my whole afternoon there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's how I roll. And so, and so, finally, they claim if I show up at the walk-in clinic on Tuesday, there'll be no lineup, and I don't have to make an appointment or anything. Oh yeah. I'm like, I don't do lineups, you know. If there's a lineup longer than 10 minutes long, I'm probably gonna leave. Just so you know. Oh yeah. Well, a lot of people aren't getting it. Here in Canada, it's a lot of people still aren't getting it. Like I said, it's like 60% or something, 65%. So there's still like 35% that are in the category like me who haven't got it. And so there you go. There's lots of them. My dog didn't get the vaccine yet, but she's probably going to see the vet in the next few weeks, and they might give it to her then, right? Oh, they put it in your butt? Oh. Here in Canada, they stick it in your arm. It's just bad enough, right? But I wouldn't go if they're putting it in my butt. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna have to take a pass on this. I don't do butt shots. And so, yeah. Gonna go get that done, I guess. Oh, I don't know what this shirt is. And so here we go. A big fat dab. La, da, 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 dee, dee, dee. And then they're like, bring your health card and your registration number. I'm like, well, what do you need the registration number if you have that fucking health card? You know? In Canada, we have universal health care, so your health card tells them who you are and your whole fucking medical history and every fucking moment you've ever seen a doctor in your goddamn fucking life, right? And so I'm not sure why they would need anything else. Anyways, I don't have self-service over there, so they're gonna have to just deal with it. Oh, with your goats, eh? Goats are pretty scary. They're pretty evil. See, they got horns like the devil. And they do everything you don't want them to do. So if you tell the goats don't go over there and eat that grass over there or eat whatever else is over there, that's the first place they're going to go every time you're not looking. Oh, yeah, every time. They're going to make a beeline. And then once you're in the area, they've moved to scattered to all different areas. Like they've been not there all day. And then the minute you're gone, beeline back to the other area, cleaning it out. So, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do a big dab here, in the home. Oh, oh fuck. Mm, fuck. Oh, do you hear that? That's the hellhounds, the forest. Huge cloud of smoke going out the door. Everyone in the neighborhood's gonna be high now. The hellhounds. They run the streets of the town at night and swallow anybody who's out on the streets. That's why it's so dead in this town at night. Nobody goes out after dark, or the hellhounds will get you. That's how it is. Because they're hell fucking hounds. Oh yeah, they are. Oh, sheep are a lot nicer than goats. Goats are just like they're just evil, right? And but sheep, you can just pen them up and they're happy. They ain't gonna like leave their fenced in area and fucking rip apart your garden and everything else like goats will. You don't even have to make a proper fence for sheep. You just like tie some wood together, make a barrier. They won't cross it. Oh yeah. It doesn't even have to be very tall, like 2 feet tall barrier. It's done. They're not going over that. Not unless they're starving because you ain't treating them right. Right? Well, then they might fucking want to leave. But if life in their pasture is, living large, then they have no reason to leave, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I've never heard of these Nigerian dwarf sheeps. I mean, goats. I guess they're really tiny, like a dog. You can buy anything now. You just go on the internet and you pick out what you want. And yeah, I want to get some chickens in the future, and that's where I go. There's this place in the prairies, I believe it's in Alberta, and you just order online. Pay with your credit card. A couple days later, a package arrives from FedEx. There's my chickens. Or your goat, or whatever the fuck else you want. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and ducklings. Get whatever you want. Dogs, cats. Fucking pigs, iguana, crocodiles, alligators. Fuck, it doesn't matter. If it's still alive, somebody out there is farming it and has it for sale on the internet. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. There's no animal you can't buy, you know? Some may not be legal, but there's probably still somebody selling it on the internet. Oh, yeah. Goat testicle necklaces. How nice. Hmm. I guess people with no balls can hang them over their neck and at least have some goat balls. Oh, yeah. Well, all you gotta do is go on Google, hit the for sale button, and then type the animal you want. And up come the ads. Well, then you could have some goat balls hang around your neck. And so there you go. I gotta run, folks. Got things to do, places to go, all kinds of stuff. Today's the last day of the fair. Peace out.